are you doing? You come into my house, shoot up my guys? You have any idea how much this is gonna set me back?
I wouldn't be here if it weren't for your two-timing dame, Skinny. You ought to tell her to write home more often.
Oh, poor little Valentine. Ashamed you got beat up by a girl? I'll just run back home to Daddy, shall I?
Should've left it alone, Nikki. This ain't the old neighborhood. In this vault, I'm king of the castle, you hear me? And I ain't letting some private dick shut us down now that I finally got a good thing going.
I told you we should have just killed him! But then you had to get all sentimental. All that stupid crap about the old times.
Darla, I'm handling this. Skinny Malone's always got things under control.
Oh yeah? Then what's this guy doing here, huh? Valentine must have brought him here to rub us all out?
Okay, so apparently he is pre-war, but I don't know. Let's see first.
What's the deal with you people and Nick, anyway?
Darla's a runaway. Her father wanted me to bring her back home. Turns out she skipped town to be with my old pal Skinny Malone, mob boss. Never thought he'd manage to scrape together a big enough crew to take over a vault. Guess life's full of surprises.
Hey, who's running this show here? You got something to say? Say it to me.
Okay. But first...
You and Nick know each other?
Yeah. It's troublemaker here used to be a real headache back in the day. Before we got kicked out of the old neighborhood. Must have done this dance 100 times. Enemies are kind of the closest thing you get to friends in these parts. Now quit stalling. You gonna talk? Talk.
This is all just a misunderstanding, Skinny. You know that. You let us walk, and we won't come back.
Like hell you won't. Don't you get it? All the other crews in the area will see this as weakness. Then they'll come for me. Sorry. Time to give you both the hard goodbye.
Smarter than that.
Okay, gone. Shame you had to do this to yourself. It's all on you. So now we know a little bit about Mr. Valentine.
Skinny Malone. He's lighter or heavier?
Poor girl. She didn't deserve that.
Good night, sweet prince. Conversation with Darla's parents when I tell them their daughter bit the big one. Well, at least the case is closed. Let's get out of here. There's a service ladder that should take us right to the surface.
Right, first, I got to load up on some goodies here. They actually have coffee in this game. I did not know that until I found out the other night when I was trying to level up a little bit to prepare for the next part of the campaign. Cannot believe that. Alright, I gotta unload some. My fault, I kept picking shit up. Aluminum, copper, I only picked up a couple of these so that my 90. Oh, okay. For the weapons. Too many submachine guns. I'm gonna drop. I don't pick. So now I finally understand a little bit more because I couldn't figure out his character and how he became like what he is now. So that's pretty interesting. Like I said, it's so intriguing, the Fallout stuff. I mean, like the story for each location, what happens, the vaults.
Ah, look at that Commonwealth sky. Never thought anything so naturally ominous could end up looking so inviting. Thanks for getting me out. How did you know where to find me, anyway? Not many people knew where I went.
Your secretary, Ellie. She sent me.
She did? I should give her a raise. Now, you mentioned something about your son, Sean, and how he went missing. I want you to come to my office in Diamond City. Give me all the details. Besides, I think you've earned a chance to sit down and clear your head.
I'll meet you there.
See you in Diamond City.
What do you think? Worth checking out?
Awesome. Okay, so welcome back to some more Fallout 4. We are going to... I'm actually just gonna... Yeah.
Traveling in the Commonwealth as long as I have, you learn a few things. These old buildings and alleyways give you a lot of opportunities to hide if things get bad, but that goes both ways. Always keep your eyes out and your head on a swivel. Things can go from calm to deadly in a heartbeat. Diamond City is as close to safe as you can get in these parts. Security keeps the perimeter under control, but it's always a struggle. Despite the mayor...
One you walk away from.
Okay. So apparently you can get him as a companion as well. There's a lot of companions in this game compared to, I think, 3. I think they stuffed more in. But yeah, I'm sorry I didn't do my outro on the last video. It was only because it was in the middle of a loading sequence. It's difficult to fit that stuff in when you're got a limited amount of time and you want to cover so much.
Someone's coming.
Vaporize. Yeah, I think that mayor's hiding something, if you ask me.
Nothing to see here.
Okay. Act to Mr. Valentine. That's a public... Oh, occurrences. Guys, you need to do a better job.
Dirt in that hair? Get it trimmed. You won't regret it.
Read the public and be prepared.
Oh, thanks. I read your trash.
The hub of trade for all Diamond City right here.
What?
Ellie? Are you here?
Nick? Oh God, it's really you.
Well, it's hard to mistake this mug for anyone else.
You keep laughing at death. Someday, death's gonna laugh back.
Not as long as I got a few friends to back me up.
You saved Nick, this agency, and my job. Thank you.
Can we get started on my case?
Oh, of course. There's just a small clerical thing we need to clear up. Here. I know an amount wasn't on the table when you went out to find him, but you deserve a reward. Plus a little something extra. You know, if you're looking for work and don't mind putting on the detective hat, Nick sure could use a new partner.
Whoa. One case at a time, Ellie. Our new friend needs our help first. All right, let's get down to business. Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable.
Oh, I thank you. how I'm gonna sit with that backpack on.
When
though.
you're trying to find someone who's gone missing, the devil is in the details. Tell me everything you can, no matter how painful it might be.
Okay, let's describe the murder. Actually, you know what? Let's describe the kidnapper.
There was a man and a woman. They didn't say much, but I remember they called me the backup.
So we're talking a small team. Professionals. The kind that know to keep their lips tight when they're on the job. Not sure what the backup means, though. What else can you tell me?
Okay, let's describe the murder.
My wife was murdered. She was trying to keep them from taking Sean, and they just...
It's okay. You don't need to say anything more.
So, we're talking about a group of cold-hearted killers, but they waited until something went wrong to resort to violence. Anything else you remember?
We were in a vault when it happened. Vault 111. It was some kind of cryo facility.
You were on ice, huh? More importantly, you were underground, sealed up. It's a lot of obstacles to get through just to take one person. Anything else you remember?
We're looking for my son, Sean. He's less than a year old. Why would anyone take him?
Good question. Why your family in particular, and why an infant? Someone would be taking on all of his care, and a baby needs a lot of it. Well, that confirms it. This isn't a random kidnapping. Whoever took your kid had an agenda. There's a lot of groups in the Commonwealth that take people. Raiders, super mutants, the Gunners, and of course there's the Institute.
Okay, pretty sure here that it was the actually, go with the Institute.
So you think this Institute is responsible?
Well, they're the boogeymen of the Commonwealth. Something goes wrong, everyone blames them. Easy to see why. Those early model synths of theirs strip whole towns for parts, killing everything in their way. Then you got the newer models, good as human, that infiltrate cities and pull strings from the shadows. Worst of all, no one knows why they do it, what their plan is, or where they are. Not even me. And I'm a synth myself. A discarded prototype anyway.
Yep, there you go.
You're a prototype?
As far as I know. Never seen any other synth like myself. There's the older ones that are dumb as rocks and all metal, and there's the newer ones that are almost human. I'm somewhere in between.
Yeah, because they were trying to strip the consciousness part of it so that it only did what they wanted it to do. So they consider him failed because he had a consciousness, ethics, and morals, and stuff like that they didn't want them having.
Either way, I need to find Sean.
You're right. The speculation is getting us off track. Let's focus on what you saw. What did these kidnappers look like?
Yep.
One of them came right up to me. Bald head. Scar across his left eye.
Wait. It couldn't be. You didn't hear the name Kellogg at all, did you?
I don't remember hearing
No.
it.
They never said their names.
It's way too big of a coincidence. Ellie, what notes do we have about the Kellogg case?
The description matches. Bald head, scar, reputation for dangerous mercenary work, but no one knows who his employer is.
And he bought a house here in town, right? And he had a kid with him, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. The house in the abandoned West Stands. The boy with him was around 10 years old.
You said he lives here? He's still in town?
They both vanished a while back, if I'm remembering right. But that house is still there. Let's you and I take a walk over to Kellogg's last known address. See if we can snoop out where he went.
Security doesn't really go to that part of town, but you two should still be careful.
I always am.
All right, yeah, let's go. Valentine. You can open that door or stand there.
I didn't want Ellie to hear this, but I think you should know. Everything I dug up about Kellogg before his disappearance is bad news. He's more than just a mercenary. He's a professional. Quick, clean, thorough. Has no enemies, because they're all dead. Except you. 9 to 1 odds says he's our man. It's more than just you identifying his distinguishing features. The M.O. is all him as well. Leading a small team to kidnap a baby and leaving one of the parents alive for later? Not many mercs in the Commonwealth can pull that off.
I'm gonna fry one of the birds.
Better to save our
Yep.
Here we
Are you
are.
gonna unlock?
Keep an eye out, will you? See if I can get this open. That's one heck of a lock. Got something to hide, Kellogg? Why don't you give it a try?
That's a master lock. Bro.
Lock's really strong.
I got a point here. Let me see if I can lock pick. No, these are extra. I gotta up it anyways. Oh. Sorry,
No
I
luck?
can't.
Guess we'll need to find the key.
Yes, well.
See that
Where's the-
platform in the distance, near the city entrance? That's the elevator to the mayor's office. Why don't you go ask around there? I'll stay here and see if I can jimmy this lock.
Oh, great.
The
So I gotta
mayor's
go to.
office is near the entrance of the city. It's a platform that should take you up.
That's easy. Just there, bro.
Copy of the public. We expose the truth behind the Institute.
I can pick expert locks. No. This is the. Alright, get on, Garvey. Look at you, slowpoke. He's stuck in there. Okay. Going up. Myself hidden and my light off. I hope he's not gonna. Hey, it's Piper.
Why
Shut
doesn't
up.
the mayor come out of his office, huh? He's afraid of talking to the press? I bet if I said I was with the Institute, he'd come running.
Do you ever think maybe you could get a man's attention easier if you use softer words, honey? Maybe shout a little less?
Oh, that reminds me of this article I'm writing about the mayor's affair with a certain airheaded blonde. Oh, look who it is. What brings you to the mayor's office, huh?
I'm trying to track down a man named Kellogg.
Interesting. That's the guy who bought the house in the abandoned West Stands. Had that kid.
If you are done crowding the reception area, Miss Piper, the mayor needs to make time for more responsible citizens.
I was just leaving anyway.
Right.
The mayor's receiving visitors as long as they aren't members of the press. Did you need help?
I need to talk to someone about Kellogg's old house in the West Stands.
Mr. Kellogg's residence? He left town a while ago. We foreclosed on the property and locked it up. If there was something belonging to the man that you have a claim on, you could ask the mayor to hear you out. No guarantees.
I'll talk to the mayor then.
He set aside time to talk to petitioners all day. Best of luck.
Okay, I'll be reasonable about it.
No
be
funny
reason-
business around the mayor. Got it?
Yeah. This is reasonable. You're hiding evidence of a case that could potentially be used for somebody else's family member. Okay, how more reasonable can you possibly be?
Mayor McDonough?
Ah, yes. I remember you. Our new arrival.
I wish I was in your shoes, getting to see our glorious city for the first time. How can I help you?
I'm looking for a key to a house in the city. I assume the mayor's office has a copy.
Well, we don't have every key in the city. Where would we put them all? Besides, every citizen in my city has a right to their privacy. Now, if we did have a key, only the owner can ask for it. That's my final word.
Please, Mayor McDonough. This man Kellogg kidnapped my son. I need to find him.
I see.
Are you kidding me?
I'm sorry, but however horrible the crimes this Mr. Kellogg may have committed, your word alone isn't hard evidence.
I understand. You have rules. Maybe for the right amount, you can bend them a bit.
What? How dare you? I'm the mayor, for God's sake, not some thug for hire.
Dude, if there is even a chance that he is hiding evidence, it needs to be searched.
So that's it? You're not going to help?
Security is part of what keeps Diamond City above the petty squabbles and misfortunes of the Commonwealth. I can't betray that for anything.
Fine.
Wow.
Thanks for nothing.
I know it's disappointing, but I
I
have
don't
to
want
think
to hear
of
it.
all...
I don't want to hear it. Okay, so how am I supposed to Ada quest, what is it? Get the key by any means, apparently. Okay, so I guess I'm just supposed to sneak in. Okay, fine. Be a dick about it. Come on. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay. Is there a way I can wait until a certain time? They won't let me. You actually have to be sitting in like a chair or something in order to do it. Okay, give me a moment. Here we go.
Anything for an upstanding.
Okay. There we go. So I'm gonna wait, let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait, 6 hours.
This is what I like about you, Wellingham.
Okay.
You know what you are. I'm not trying.
Now let's go back up there. Now should be a good time. Nobody should be up here. Are you kidding me? She's still up here at this time? How? Alright, let me
I'm
talk to
sorry, but you're not getting that key from me. Why do you want it so badly anyway?
Please. All I want to do is find my son. The man who owned that house kidnapped him.
I've heard the sob stories before, so save them.
Never
Okay.
mind. Thanks for nothing.
Have a nice day.
Oh. That is not what you say to somebody when you're not doing your job. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, that's right. I don't think this will
Geneva.
work.
Still looking for that key? What's so important about it?
Just trust me. It's important. You have my word.
You really thought that would work, didn't you? I don't think so.
I think I like how the persuasion attempt, when it fails,
Never
they
mind.
actually
Thanks for
say
nothing.
Have a nice day.
something, you know, inquire about it.
Heard you rescued Valentine.
Okay, you want to explain to me how I'm supposed to get the key if the
McDonough?
dude is in
Back
here all
about
the time?
this key business, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how I'm supposed to get it if
Fine.
it's going to be
Thanks
here
for
all
nothing.
the time.
I know it's Disappointing, but I have to think.
Uh-huh.
Is there a chair in here or something I can sit in and wait for him to be gone? Because they won't let me... Alright, I'm gonna transition. Okay. I just got it and I had a heck of a time trying to doing it. But, heading back to the house. Finally got it. Bye, Garvey, you're a little late. I can't believe I had to steal a key because the mayor was too much of an airhead to do his job a little bit better. I mean, that is not how things should be done. If there's concern for something like that, then it needs to be looked into.
Word of advice. Never call your mother a snake.
Makes utterly no sense. Why everything always gets worse because of it. All right, Nicky boy.
Got the key? All right, let's head in. You do the honors. Let's take a look around.
Yes,
All of us
let's.
have left something behind.
Okay. Harvey, will you sit your ass down and let me do what I'm
Place
supposed
seems
to do?
small to you?
Look at that.
Figured a guy like Kellogg would think big. Well, that's one way to hide a room. Well,
Yeah.
look at this. All of a Merc's favorite things.
Yeah. Look at all this. Look at this. This looks amazing. You pick it up too. Okay. Ah. No. That. Excuse me. What are you looking at? There's nothing of value to look at. A cryogenic grenade. Sounds awesome. Okay. What am I looking for?
Gwinnett Stout beer, 44 caliber bullets, and cigars. San Francisco Sunlights.
Interesting brand. Won't lead us anywhere on its own, though.
That's right. Well, hey, I'm still over. Yeah, I am. Oh. That's a lot of stuff. My cursor at?
Any suggestions, Nick?
What about dog meat? Commonwealth mutt like him can track a man's scent for miles. Why don't you go fetch him and let him have a whiff? See if he picks up the trail. Before you head out, I know this is personal business. If you have to face Kellogg on your own, just say so. Besides, you already have plenty of company. We can't all go sniffing through the Commonwealth after one man.
I want you with me on this, Nick.
All right. Let's get that bastard. This is your show from here on out, okay? You say jump, I'll say how high. You good to keep going? I don't sleep or eat or anything like that. But if you need to, you do it.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Okay, so now we have him as our companion. And he actually does have some pretty decent dialogue, just like Preston Garvey did. Okay, so now that he's with us, it says we need to go get dog meat and bring him back. So I'm gonna transition to that. Or actually, you know what? I'm just gonna stop here because that's a whole lot of like load time in order to do, and it'll take some time to get him and then come back. But I do actually want to mention that they do have some pretty decent add-ons for this. Now, I'm not much for registering for a site just to download a mod that you should be able to download for free. And, you know, I know that there are other people out there that run websites that like to host mods from other people. But this Nexus mods place, I mean, I respect that other people want to keep their mods at one central site and, you know, not have other people touch them and stuff. But, I mean, like, way back when I first started gaming, that wasn't a big thing because, you know, it was made on open source with creation kits and SDK that people... the game developers released to the public to do. But with this Nexus site, these people on here are, I mean, they're like hard asses about it. I'll just say that. You know, that it's like copyright this, copyright that, but you know, it's made on open source. Okay, it's free. There's no like copyright issues about it. So I just want to let anybody know that's like in my position. You know, if you have a website and you're looking for stuff to host, to build, you know, a fan base or something, that's the deal. So, they have a creation club as well, but, I mean, I just download my mods from whatever sites I can find them on. Now, they have a mod that actually changes dog meat into, like, you know, something else, another breed, like a husky or a Dalmatian or whatever, but I couldn't get mine to work, so he'll just look like the default, the German Shepherd. But I hope you enjoyed it. Now that we got some more story in, leave me a question, a comment, you know, whatever, and I'll see you next time.